welcome along to another video. John here. Now today we're going to be having a look at 3 cliche blues licks which are quite tricky to play. Well, I find them tricky to play anyway, and I thought perhaps I'd go over them and explain why they're a little bit tricky, but you hear them all the time. So here's the first one. This one you hear all the time in everything, from, you know, really Chuck Berry, I suppose. Hotel California uses it slightly differently. Everyone uses it, really. But why is this so tricky? Well, first of all, let me show you the notes. So you're to get into the lick, you're playing this 5 on the G, then you're going to bend up 7 on the G. Then you hit 5 on the B, 5 on the high E. All right, so far we've got this. And then all we're going to do is repeat the last part of it. So that is, we're going to bend this 7 on the G and 5 on the B, 5 on the high E. That sounds complicated, doesn't it? Let me play it for you so you can see. That last note, last 2 notes at the end is 8 here on the B, and bend that up a whole step to the 10th fret and add a bit of vibrato if you can. All right, so why is this so difficult? Well, first of all, it's a triplet rhythm. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you find that hard, I think of dinosaur, dinosaur, dinosaur. That's the first thing. And it's difficult because it's 3. It's not an even number where your pick returns to a kind of up or down stroke. So what I do here is, if you look at my right hand, so I'm starting off with the downstroke, then I hit another downstroke for the bend, and then another downstroke for 5 on the B, but then an upstroke for the high E. So, and then that leaves me to do another downstroke when you go up. So can you see that all right? Have a look at my right hand. So that one I feel is difficult because you've got to get used to that down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And that takes a while to do, especially when you've got the beat. 2, 3, 4, dinosaur, 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 dinosaur. So that can be a little bit tricky. So take your time with that. This is one of these TV exercises where what I mean by that is when you're watching TV, you're just annoying your family by going, and they'll tell you to shut up. But it's good practice, you know. So there we go. That's the first one. Classic one, sounds really good. Second one, you hear a lot as well. It goes like this. Now this one, kind of, you hear this, Stairway to Heaven uses this, Mark Knopfler uses it as well in Sultans of Swing, or a variation of it, really. It's kind of the same thing, actually. So now, what is this one? So it's still in A minor, all these licks in A minor, by the way. So you're hitting that 5 on the B, and then 8 on the high E, pull off the 5 on the high E, and then back to that first note again. 5 on the B, all right? And then pull off 7 on the high E to 5 on the high E, so. All right, then you're just going to repeat that. Same ending as well. So now let's have a look at this. Why is that difficult? Well, I've got to say, I'm not too sure why this is difficult. Same kind of rhythm. But for me, what's hard about it, and it might be different for you, is kind of leaving this little bar on here and going back to that 5th fret. You can get out of sync with it, and this took me ages to get this. Some people do it with their fingers. I'm not very good with my fingers, so I'm using the pick. For picking, I go up, down, up, down. So when I go back to that E, I'm always going to an upstroke. All right, so that's the second one. All these licks, take your time. Here's the last one. All right, this one is a hard one to get into straight away. See what I mean? So, and now this one, you're bending 8 on the B, 5 on the high E, and then pull off 8 to 5 on the B string. And then you're into it again. So this is one of these, again, difficult ones in terms of repeating it. And again, it's just another one to take some time over. I'm doing downstroke here. And now you could pull that off that 8 to 5. But what I do is I pick it. I think that sounds a little bit better, but it's entirely up to you. So just practice it really slow, but in time. When we start this lick, it's very easy to go. But it's not that. If you can, even if you really slow it down, but still keep it in time. And over time, you get a little bit better at it. But these licks are, as I say, they're cliche licks, and you hear them all the time. And you get the impression that, oh, you know, you hear them all the time, these licks are easy. But they're not, especially not to play in time, because you may be able to go. And then after the second one, you might find you start stumbling over it. That type of thing. But if you do that, don't worry, it's coming. You're going to get it. You know, it's just do it slow, but keep it in time for the first one. So here we go. So there we go. There are the 3 licks. Whatever you have problems with, just take it slowly, you know, and go over them. And believe me, you know, no one is born with the ability to play these things, you know, quickly and up to speed. I know that's what we want to do. But sometimes I've got to say, for things like that, I'll be doing that solidly for 2 weeks. Just going over it, you know, for an hour or 2 a day. Or if you don't have that much time, you don't have to do that, you know, when you're watching telly, just 15 minutes, say, you know, really helps. But anyway, hope that helps. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. And if you like blues licks, remember we've got the 150 blues licks course. That's where I've recreated every possible cliche blues licks, and I've put them in the course together for you. I'll put the link down below if you're interested in that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Good luck with those licks. Have some fun. That's the main thing. See you next time.